alipopeleka hospitali kujifungua hakumake kutoka tena, so she gave birth to me na shushu wangu akanichukua. So I really don't know why she never mentioned my dad. I don't know the reason. But it feels so sad because my grandmother went through so much. Who am I? Mimi ni nani? After all, I need to know nilitoka wapi and penye dadako. Mi siombi anisaidie. Maybe some people may say unatafuta babako juu ako na pesa ama you see, nimekuwa nimesoma, Mungu ni mzuri. Amen. But I just want an identity.
Hello and a warm welcome to Tuko Talks. My name is Lynn Ngugi. Now imagine losing your mom during birth and then constantly having to ask yourself, who is my dad and where is he? My guest today just wants to see her dad for the very first time and ask him why he has never come looking for her. And so without further ado, please allow me to let her introduce herself. Mami sasa.
Poa sana Lynn.
Habari yako?
Mzuri sana. Yeah.
Kwanza hiyo nywele tuko tu sawa, si ndio?
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yes, would you introduce?
So my name is Doreen Wangui. So Wangui is my grandmother and Wambui is my mom. Yeah. I'm a mother of one 4-year-old daughter and a wife.
And a wife.
Yeah.
Wow. You know, when you reached out to me and you told me, Lynn, I've been so scared to come out and look for my dad, I felt for you because I can't sit here and pretend like I understand the pain of losing your mom while she was giving birth to you and then never having to find out who your dad is. So I know that must be a lot for you to take, but I must also commend you for being so brave.
Thank you so much.
Finally coming out and sharing your story. So able take us through your story.
Okay. So anything I'll say it's what I've been told.
Okay.
So nimeriziwa na shosho who is around 100 years now. She's born 1921. Okay. And I really thank God for her. She's a very strong woman. We were like 9 of us. 2 of us were completely orphans. The other one, mdogo, ako high school saizi. And it was Steven. And I really love him. I really want to support him right now because my grandmother is very old. But maybe due to some finance issues, I can't.
Yes.
Yeah. So
okay, hold on. When you say all of you are total orphans, the other ones, there's other remaining 7. Ni wa kutoka kwa nko yenyu na aunties zenyu?
Yeah, aunties unapata most of them unapata wako na wazazi like mothers, but the dads are not there. So walizaliwa na juu mama zao walikuwa wamezaliwa na shosho yangu na wamelelewa huko, so they had to bring their kids there too.
Okay. So there's like a trend of your shosho having to take care of you guys. Okay, all right.
Yeah, so I was the only daughter, the firstborn and the lastborn of my mom. So according to what my grandmother told me, my mom went to primary school. Okay, sorry, let me first introduce where I come from.
Yes.
Yeah, I come from Eldoret, a place called Likuyani, a sub-county called Sango.
Okay.
Yeah, there is where I was born. My mom was also raised there. Yeah, so she went to a primary school called Likuyani Primary School.
Give us your mom's full names just in case dad is watching. Cindy.
So my mom's name, full names are Jacinta Wambui Kagunya.
Okay.
Yeah, so she went to a primary school called Likuyani. Then she proceeded to a high school called Malava Girls. Then after there, she went to a college called Elgon View in Eldoret. Okay. So after there, she got a job at a DC's office in a place called Iten in Eldoret. So hapo ndiyo alipata mimba yangu. So after there, akiwa na 2 months pregnant with me, akakuwa diagnosed na breast cancer. So zamani like before ijulikane ni cancer, ulikuwa unatibiwa vitu mingi. Yeah, so ilienda ikiwasen in a way that alikuwa anaambiwa mimba yangu ni threat. So she really went through a lot according to what grandmother tells me. Na alipopeleka hospitali kujifungua hakumake kutoka tena. So she gave birth to me na shushu wangu akanichukua. So I really don't know why she never mentioned my dad. I don't know the reason. Sorry. But it feels so sad because my grandmother went through so much. Raising all of us. And sometimes tulikuwa tunafukuzwa school fees, tunaenda wote home, kila mtu anaangalia shosho. And for sure unajua hana chochote, so we could spend months at home. Akipata mahindi anapeleka shule, anaongea nao. And it wasn't easy. I used to ask myself why. Kwa nini babangu angekuja tu one day? Because alijua situation ya mamangu maybe. Because before anipate alikuwa mgonjwa, the breast. And I believe kuna mahali walimit. Hakuna tu venye angekuwa hiyo process yote ya kukua pregnant hadi ajifungue hajaiulizia hadi mtoto wake. And anytime I could ask Shosh, babangu ni nani? She really used to cry. Alikuwa analia sana. And nikajiambia sitaimuuliza. Because she's doing so much for me. And I make sure every time hatukosi uniform, hata kama ita take long, sitakosa uniform, hata kama ni school fees, hata make sure niko shule. Yeah, so I really don't know why my dad hajaijitokeza. And right now, if atajitokeza, from my heart, nimekusamehea juu sijui nini ili happen between you and mom. Nimesoma, nimekuwa mkubwa, but you get like Lynn, hata sahi, those things zinanifuata. My daughter can ask me, hey mom, kwani shushu ule mwingine anakuanga wapi? Na babu? And it feels so sad. Unapata kuna ile rejection nimepitia Lynn nikigrow.
Talk to me about it.
Like, I don't understand why I had uncles, I had aunties who were young, wenye wangesaidia shosho yangu, but hakuna mtu alini accept. There is a woman who came home and akaniangalia akasema, is this Doreen? She never died. I really felt bad. Ati mimi sikuona mtoto kama angewahi grow. Because shosho alikuwa ananiambia I used to get sick every time. You see, sijai nyonya maziwa ya kitambo, nilikuwa napewa maziwa ya mbuzi. So I used to get sick every time. You can imagine a grandmother spending like a week with a newborn at the hospital. So I really love her. And I'm so sorry that right now she is sick.
Grandma is sick?
Yeah.
Where?
Eyes.
Yeah.
So macho moja iligonjeka, waka kill nerves. So kukill nerves because there was no money yenye ingefanya atolewe. So they had to kill nerves. So imeaffecti ingine haoni. She's alone at home. I had to find a house girl mwenye anaweza muangalia, but it really feels bad. I can't take care of her right now.
Yes.
Yeah. And what pains me more is that I had a dad, Lynn, and hajaijitokeza hata one day aseme you are my daughter.
Yeah.
And alijua kabisa maybe nimeachwa na shosho yangu. Yeah. So it really pains me. Unapata saizi I'm married.
Yes.
When I have a problem, kuna venye watu wanakuchukulia Lynn. When I go to my in-laws, hiyo maneno itaisha tu hapo. After all, hata ukienda kwa shosho utarudi tu.
Wow, Doreen. So you feel like you have no one to go to?
Yeah, it's like I'm just living a life without an identity. It was so hard for me, Lynn, to get an ID. Because when mom died, unajua mtu akikufa ID zao huwa zinachukuliwa. So hata birth certificate sikuwa nayo. Ikabidi my auntie ndiye alinisaidia kuchukua birth certificate. Now my name reads Doreen Wangui Wambui. Mom, Ruth Wanjiko Kagunya. When going for an ID, wanakwambia hizi jina zako hata hazifanani. So I tried to even explain to them. And if my dad was there, singekuwa napitia hizi vitu zote. I have a kid where life happens. Yes. If one day I get myself niko peke yangu, God forbid, napata like dote yangu na feeling atapitia the same thing.
No.
It just scares me because there are some things I can't say here.
Yes.
But deep inside they are really hurting me.
Do you feel alone?
Very. Sometimes I can just sit somewhere, ask God, yes, I'm here, I'm grown up. Thank you God, because penye nimefika, nashukuru sana. Lakini, who am I? Mimi ni nani? After all, I need to know, nilitoka wapi? And penye dadako, mi siombi anisaidie. Maybe some people may say, unatafuta babako juu ako na pesa, ama, you see, nimekuwa, nimesoma, Mungu ni mzuri.
Amen.
But I just want an identity. I want to have something to tell my kids. Yeah. And it's so sad.
Yeah.
I never met my mom. I only see her on pics. And now I have to deal with the fact that my dad has never been there in my whole life. And the only person mwenye amekuwa na mimi, amesimama na mimi, which is my grandmother. Hata kiondoka kama leo, Lynn, jina yake ndio niko nayo peke yake. Yeah. So it's very sad.
Yeah.
It really feels bad.
Let me ask you, the relationship between your aunts and uncles, do you feel like they blame you for something?
Yeah. You see, in the whole family, my mom ndiye alimanage kwenda college. So I always feel like hata shosho yangu nikimuuliza kuhusu mamangu, kuna venye naonanga akona ile uchungu on me. Okay, I understand her. Maybe my mom messed up and alikuwa tegemeo kubwa sana kwa familia. And I don't understand why all my uncles, my aunties, iyo time nilikuwa mdogo and they were newly married there, because my mom ni second last out of 11 kids. So niliona walikuwa na nguvu ya kuni raise, but no one did. Shosho alikuwa anahangaika, nalazwa hospitali na mimi. But all in all, God is good.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I grew up and nashukuru sana penye nimefika. Yeah.
Where was Grandpa?
Grandpa was there, but hakustay for long because nikienda high school he passed away. Yeah. So shosho yangu ndiye alibaki na kila kitu. Yeah.
You said you're married.
Yeah.
When you have these disagreements with your husband, do you keep them to yourself now?
Then I have to, because I don't have any option. What I'll say is that for me, life, those people you trust, those people you see like, they are those people who came in my life and I saw like they are my parents. But when you stay with them and you see their true colors, it really hurts. Because Lynn, there are so many times people have disagreements And ukikimbia, like when you're married, utakimbia kwa your in-laws. But when you go there and someone reminds you who you are, tell me if next time you'll run to them when you have a problem.
No.
Yeah.
You have friends?
I have friends. Yeah.
And you talk to them?
I talk to them. Yeah.
I think mom really loved you. There's no way she had breast cancer, was told it was going to affect her, and still go through with the pregnancy if she didn't love you.
Yeah.
I think she really loved you. I know she really loved you. It's hard not to have an identity.
Yeah.
I think you are really brave. Very brave.
Thank you.
Very brave. How, God, how do you cope with all this?
Okay. What gives me strength is my daughter. I look at her and I always tell myself I really don't want any of my kids to go through what I've gone through.
How old is she?
4 years. Yeah. She's my strength. Every day I'll wake up and I'll look at her and tell myself, no, Doreen, you can't give up.
You can't.
You can't. She really needs you. And every time I go through so much, maybe in my marriage, I'll tell myself I didn't have a dad. I didn't have a mom. But I can give her all that. Sometimes it's so painful, you just want to give up. But she's just my strength, Lynn. Yeah. She keeps me going because I really love her so much. Because I think she's all I have. Right now, she's just all I have in my life. Yeah.
And I know nothing can fill the void and the emptiness you are feeling right now. But should there come a moment where dad shows up? I know you've dreamt of that moment.
Yeah, very
How is
much.
it like for you?
So one, before he was a girl who has gone through so much, a girl who has grown up with anger, misery is all over. But one thing, I really don't know what happened between my mom and my dad. But if he gives me that chance to embrace him, who am I? I just want an identity. See my daughter grow up knowing he has a babu. Yeah. That's all. I just wish one day I'll just see you. Yeah. And you explain all these questions that I have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But most importantly, you are willing to have this conversation.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to ask you to go back and describe your mom really well. I know we have photos that we will put in this episode, but describe anything that you think whenever, if our audience are watching, someone can easily identify and say, I think I know who she's talking about.
Okay. I can say that our family, where I come from, my grandfather, he was a very well-known man. He's called Kagunya. He even has a church there under his name. And
give us the locations.
Okay, locations. I come from a place called Likuyani. So after Likuyani, kuna barabara inateremka. So there is a sub-location called Sango. So I'm in between Likuyani and Sango. So hapo katikati kuna mzee anajulikana sana anaitwa Kagunya, former, because he died. May his soul rest in peace. Yes. Yeah, so ukiuliza anyone about Kagunya utaelezewa. Yeah, so my mom was second last wa Mr. Kagunya. Na niye tu peke yake alikuwa amesoma college. So I think alikuwa anajulikana hapo sana. You see those times. Yeah, so I really don't know how much I can explain about her, because anything I'll say ni yenye tu nimeambiwa.
Tell us what they've told you.
Yeah, so I know amefanya kwa DC wa Iten iko Eldoret. Napo ndi alipata mimba yangu. And before that alikuwa anafanya House of Manji. Yeah.
House of Manji.
House of Manji.
In Eldoret?
No, in Nairobi.
In Nairobi.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's where alienda attachment. So ndi akaandikwa na DC. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to ask you to repeat. I know I'm asking you to do this a lot,
No
but
problem.
it's because I want it to ring in our audience head. I'm going to ask you to repeat her full names.
Okay, she was called Jacinta Wangui Kagunya.
Jacinta Wangui
Kagunya, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she's born 1974. Yeah.
1974.
Yes.
All right. And you are the only child.
I'm the only child.
Yeah.
And she died in 1995 when I was just a year old, because I'm born 1995,
Yeah.
14th of July.
14th of July.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go back to grandma, because I think she has played, not that I think,
Yeah.
I believe she has played such an important role in your life. You said she's unwell.
Yeah.
How can we help her? How can my audience help her? What does she need?
Okay. Grandma right now, she needs an operation because the other eye yenye nimesema ilivunjwa nerves. So it's like inalianga tu, so inaffect ingine in a way that unapata hata haski. So she stays alone. And right now nili manage kumtafutia house girl who I pay.
Homestead.
Yeah.
She's all alone.
Yeah, she's just all alone. The other cousin I was talking about mwenye ako shule, yeye ako shule, so when he comes back, hiyo ndio time atamsaidia tu.
Ako shule class ama?
No, ameingia college.
Okay.
Anafanya IT.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you employed a house girl.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
How much do you pay her?
3K.
3K per month.
Yeah.
Okay. What else do you think she needs?
So Shosho right now, I know if one day maybe my dad comes and explain everything to her, first of all, I know kwa roho yake atakuwa satisfied because she really knows nothing. And anytime namsumbua nimuulize, Shosho, hivi na hivi, I just need to know my dad. Naona ni kama like nachimba kidonda because she has nothing to tell me. And ningeomba sana, me like, I can support her if Mungu anaweza nifungulia milango, because I'm okay, I have hands. You see, na kuna mtu pale nje hana miguu, hana mikono, haezi saidia mtu. But if kuna mtu tu anaweza msaidia mtibu macho, nitafurahia sana. Yeah. Because she's 100 years, you can imagine. And I know Mungu amemweka hapo na purpose. Yeah. She's really proud of me. Kila siku ananiombea, ananipigia simu.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she calls me. If I go a week without calling her, utapata ameenda ameitana amepeana simu, pigia Doreen. Yeah. But the other sad part is that anytime like I'm so low in my marriage, I always call her. I know nampea stress, but she's the only person I can call and tell anything I'm going through, because I know she understands me more. Yeah. So najua ananiombea mazuri, and ningependa kumpea anything, everything she needs. Yeah. But situation at the moment haiwezi niallow.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I know God has a reason for everything.
Yeah.
And I know things will fall into place.
Amen.
Doreen, what do you do? Are you a businesswoman?
No, I'm just a YouTuber.
You are a YouTuber?
Yeah. I'm a YouTuber.
Yeah.
My vlog name is Dope Vlogs.
Yes.
Yeah. And I'll ask Kenyans to support me also, to subscribe to my channel.
They will. Most
Yeah.
definitely. They will.
Amen.
Yes.
Yeah. So
why a YouTube channel? Why a YouTuber?
you see, I've been alone so much, Lynn. And if you go to my channel, I explain so much about my sad past, what happened to me. Like, my YouTube has so many vlogs about my life, what I'm going through right now, all that.
All that.
Yeah. So I find it well to talk to that camera and talk to Kenyans. Maybe someone somewhere is going through what I'm going through. Yeah. And maybe I can encourage them in YouTube vlogs.
Yes.
Yeah.
What are you most proud of right now?
I'm really proud of where I am, maybe, because si kila mtu akona hii chance, Lynn. Ulizaliwa, mamako akakuacha na siku moja, ulianguka kwa mikono mizuri kama ya shosho yangu, aka struggle na mimi hadi penye amenifikisha. So I'm so proud of where I am, and I'm so proud of my grandmother so much, because whenever you are grandmother, I love you so much. Yeah.
Wow, and I know she's really proud of you. I think for me, why I do these shows sometimes, it's because I think pia mi nimepitia, but nikikutana na someone like you, naona, wow,
Thank
you
you.
are brave. Sindio, what can we do in this show to support you? Apart from people subscribing to your YouTube channel, which I will really give a huge shout out to.
Amen.
How
Thank
else do you think Kenyans can support you? Because I feel like we need to go to Grandma.
Yeah.
She's in Eldoret.
She's in Eldoret.
We need to make a trip to Eldoret. I'll personally take you.
Thank you,
I'll
Lynn.
personally take you. We
Thank
need
you.
to go and say thank you to Grandma. Hata tukimpelekea unga mbili tatu na mchele,
She'll be so happy.
she will be so happy.
Yeah.
Unaona? Because she's a hero. She's a hero. And this is what we don't see. This is the things we assume. Our grandparents,
Yeah.
they play such a huge role in
Yeah.
our lives.
Yeah.
Because even me, I remember there was a time my mom was so low, akatuacha sisi na sister zangu at my grandma for like a week, a hustle, and they go through so much. Na mtawailala njaa.
Yeah.
And even for me, it has just awakened that part where I see the huge role they play in our lives. And we never even, we take it for granted.
It's true.
And I'm glad that you did not take that part for granted. So how else do you think Tuko people, Tuko family can come through for you?
So, first of all, I'm really grateful. Maybe because of you, Tuko, I'll meet my dad, or even if I'll not meet him, maybe there is someone somewhere who will tell me, maybe he knows him or the family.
Yeah.
So second of all, I'd really like to make my grandmother proud. So as you said, kama ita make kwenda kumuona, najua atafurahia sana.
We are going.
Yeah, I know she'll be so proud of me, and I'll make her days happy. Yeah.
You go often to visit her?
Not really, Lynn.
Yeah.
Situations, sometimes, maybe twice a year. But I do my best to support her. We talk like every week. Yeah, so like even if I'm not there physically, I know here in my heart I'm always with her. Yeah. And I'm so grateful that she's alive today, and I can look at her and tell her thank you.
Yes.
Yeah. So you too, if you can make to visit her, I'll be so proud. Yeah.
We are going. Mark my words. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm also a holder of diploma in procurement and logistics.
Okay.
And I wouldn't mind anyone giving me a job, because najua nitasaidia shosho pia na mtoto wangu.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen. Have you ever been employed before?
Yes. I was employed in a company called Petra as a debt collector. But I couldn't manage because of the pay. Yeah.
Okay.
So you see, you have to pay the house girl, the fare, and the money was not enough. Yeah, so I just had to drop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your kid is 4.
Yeah, she's 4.
Kameanza shule ama
Yeah, kako shule, kako PP1.
Kako PP1.
Yeah.
All right, so this is what we are going to do, Doreen. I hope sometimes I take a leap of faith, and I hope you will get a chance to even talk to your dad. And even if that does not happen, you'll get to meet his people.
Yeah.
And you'll get to know this is where I can also call home, right? Secondly, my people, I don't know the number of times I come to you for help, but I want you to make this dream come true. If you can come through for Doreen in a way, we are able to go and visit her grandma uko Ushago, ata uko LD, ata tumpeleke skari na tuseme asanti for the wonderful job she did with Doreen. That for me will be a dream come true, right?
Yeah.
And thirdly, she has a 4-year-old. So what we cannot let happen is see her daughter go through the things that she has gone through. So I'm proposing maybe Tuko funds can come through and help start an education fund for your daughter.
Amen.
So she never gets to come home school fees amefukuzwa, she never gets to say mom, sikupewa chakula shule kwa sababu ya hivi na hivi. So and I know they are going to make it happen. And also she has spoken of her education background. So if you are someone who can give her a job, I think umejionea, she does not want anything. She wants to work and support her grandma. So if you are someone who can offer her a job, please, by all means, please, please, please give her an opportunity. And we will put your mom's photos everywhere so that anyone who knows her and can trace your dad, they are able to assist us. What do you think?
I'm so grateful for this chance, and if this goes viral and I meet my dad, I'd like to come with him here.
Amazing.
Yeah. I also want the whole Kenya to listen to his side of story.
Yes.
Yeah.
We don't want to crucify him.
I also don't want to crucify him.
Yes.
But he can give that, I cannot judge him because maybe he even doesn't know I exist. Who knows? I really don't know, because right now I'm in the dark.
Yes.
I don't know anything.
Yeah.
So I can't judge him. Yeah, life happens. Yeah.
Okay. What's your daughter's name?
Ariana Njoki.
Ariana Njoki.
Yeah.
So if an education fund is started, it would be Ariana
Yeah,
Njoki's
Ariana,
education
yes,
fund.
yes.
If someone wants to contact you, Doreen, how can they get hold of you?
Okay, my numbers are 07 98 86 59 82.
Okay.
Yeah.
Say that again, and the full names that will appear.
Yeah, so Doreen Wangui Wamboi.
Okay.
07 98 86 59 82.
Okay.
Yeah.
And people can get hold of you.
Yes,
so
yes.
You have an email address?
Yes.
Give the email to.
So it is Doreen Wangoi 69 at gmail.com. But Wangoi has an O.
It's okay. We will put it here. All the details here.
Yes, yes.
So people can easily access you.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming on the show. I have a strong belief this is not the last time me and you are sitting down and having a conversation.
Yes.
And I pray to God that the next conversation that we have, tutakushika mkono. Unajua, na I'm pretty sure someone somewhere in this country knows something about you, and they'll come through and give that information.
Thank you.
Your parting shot to our audience.
Thank you, Tuko.
Yeah.
Thank you everyone who is watching right now, and you have really been a support to us, Tuko, me included, because I really didn't imagine maybe one day I'll be here, but I'm so glad you gave me that chance to explain myself, and you also gave me that chance to look for my dad through you. And I know God is watching, and he has a purpose for this day, and maybe what I'm looking for nearly ni direct kwenyu. So you are a blessing. Audience pia mko a blessing to us kwa kuwatch na kutusaidia maybe na information tunataka na venye mmesaidia watu pia tunasema asante sana.
You are most welcome, and we appreciate even you guys watching. I forgot to ask you, do you think you're in a position to sit down with a therapist? Because I know you are dealing with so much pain. Do you think you can sit down with someone?
I wouldn't mind, because you see, I can't see myself, but maybe when I talk to someone, you see what I can't see. So I will really appreciate, because this is the first time I have ever spoke about what is my heart like that. Sijaiongea kitu kama hiyo mbele ya watu, ama hata those friends wenye niko nao, they don't know that deep part of my story. So you just explain yourself to someone, and hata shika venye unataka ashike, but leo at least nimeweza kuongea. I even feel free.
It's my joy.
Thank you.
Joy. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Doreen. And you, my Tuko people. This has got to be one of the toughest interviews I've done. Man, it has to be one of the toughest, but I know something good will come out of this interview. As you've heard, her numbers are right here. Whatever support you accord her, I know it will go a long way. We will definitely look for a pay bill number. You can get a pay bill number or an mchanga number for your daughter's education fund. And anyone who would like to help us go, say thank you to Doreen's grandma in Eldoret, please get hold of her, contact her, and any therapist that is watching this show and you feel you can be of help to this lady, please feel free to also contact her. You can also email me and I'll definitely direct you to her. Thank you so much, my people, for watching. Dad, wherever you are, if you get an opportunity to watch this interview, sit down with your daughter. As she has said, she's not judging. She just wants to see you, know where she comes from, and hear your side of the story. And I will walk with you through this. I know 10 years later, we will sit down and we will glorify God for these stories. So thank you so much for watching this interview, my people. Hata leo nimechanganyikiwa, sijui nafunganga hii show aje. If you want to share your story with me, my email is right there, pinned at that comment section below. And also, I want to say a huge shout out to my director and wonderful cameraman, Edwin Ochieng, the man behind the camera, for always making this episodes happen, and my amazing editor Yukabeth Mukami for compiling this together so you guys can enjoy each and every episode. Also remember, Tuko is launching a relations newsletter where they give you professional advice on things you might be scared of talking about. The link is right on the description, also pinned on the comment section below. Make sure you subscribe. My name is Lynn Ngugi. Till next time, thank you so much for watching.